I'm going to walk through this Thor Kitchen 36-inch French door fridge and try to give you a clear picture of whether it's worth putting in your kitchen or whether it will end up as another appliance you regret. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The idea is to cut through the usual marketing fluff and focus on the everyday moments that matter: how you actually open the doors, fill the bins, get ice for a party, and whether the unit fits into the flow of a busy household without eating up all your budget. When you're standing in the appliance aisle, the big question is always, will this fridge live up to the hype, or will it become a source of daily annoyance? With a French door layout, you're already betting on convenience, but the devil is in the details. The Thor model promises a fingerprint-resistant finish, an external water and ice dispenser with 2 ice makers, adjustable door bins, a digital LED display, and a super cool and super freeze setting. Those sound nice on paper, but what do they really mean when you're pulling a milk carton at 6 a.m., loading a grocery bag after work, or trying to keep a party tray of fresh fruit cool for a few hours? Let's start with the exterior. The stainless steel is marketed as fingerprint resistant, and in my quick tests it does hold up better than a standard brushed finish. A quick swipe with a dry hand left a faint mark that disappeared after a couple of seconds, and wiping it down with a damp cloth removed it entirely. That's a small win for anyone who hates constantly polishing the front of the fridge, especially in a high-traffic kitchen where kids are constantly grabbing snacks. The door handles are integrated into the panel, which keeps the sleek look but can be a bit tricky the first few times you open the fridge. The handles don't give a strong mechanical grip, so you have to pull with a bit more confidence. If you have small children or someone with limited hand strength, that could be a minor inconvenience. Once you get the motion down, though, the doors swing open smoothly and the French door design lets you access both the fridge and freezer sections without having to pull the whole door wide, a genuine benefit when you're juggling a pot on the stove and need quick access to a bottle of water. Speaking of water, the external dispenser is one of the headline features. It's positioned on the left side and offers both chilled water and 2 types of ice. The dual ice makers produce cubed ice for drinks and nugget-style soft-serve ice that's great for blending. In practice, the water flow is decent, but you'll notice a slight delay the first few seconds after you press the button, especially if the fridge has just been turned off for a while. The ice trays fill at a normal rate about 6 to 8 minutes per cycle, so you won't have a mountain of ice overnight, but you'll have enough for a typical family gathering. The real test is cleaning the dispenser. The water line is hidden behind the door, and the manufacturer provides a small cleaning brush in the package. If you don't run the cleaning cycle regularly, mineral buildup can start to affect taste after a few months, which is something to keep on your maintenance checklist. Inside, the adjustable door bins with dual crisper drawers give you flexibility to store larger items like a family-size carton of orange juice or a bulk bag of veggies. I moved the lower bin up to make room for a tall bottle of olive oil, and the upper crisper slid down just fine. The shelves themselves are tempered glass, sturdy enough to hold a full casserole dish without bowing. The freezer side mirrors the fridge's layout: 2 drawers, a shelf, and a small door bin. The Super Freeze button is marketed as a rapid cool feature for quickly freezing ice cream or a tray of leftovers. When you engage it, the freezer temperature drops about 2 degrees faster, but the noise level does rise noticeably, a low hum that can be heard if you're standing right next to the unit. It's not a deal breaker, but if you value a whisper-quiet kitchen, you'll want to use that function sparingly. One of the practical concerns people have with larger French door units is energy consumption. The Thor fridge is Energy Star certified, which means it meets a baseline efficiency standard, but it's still a 36-inch model, so it will draw more power than a compact side-by-side. If you're trying to keep utility bills low, you'll need to be diligent about not leaving the doors open for extended periods, especially because the French door design can let more cold air escape if you open both doors at once. The digital LED display on the front shows the temperature settings and has a simple icon for the super cool mode, which is helpful for quick checks without opening the doors. However, the display is fairly small and can be hard to read from across the room, especially if the kitchen lighting is